Well, the interior of the fortress is going absolutely swimmingly. And with that, I don't have all that many more projects that I've been procrastinating. Alright, fine, I admit it. There's a few other things we need to work on. So, what do you say we get started on those, huh? This terrain has been bothering me for such a long time. I'm so glad I finally stopped procrastinating it. This looks way better. I started with this area because it's a little bit more inconsequential as it's not next to my build. Yes, I know I have the wrong skin on. Hold on. That's better. Okay, as I was saying, started with this terrain. Now, I'm not finished with it yet, but it is nice because the view from Scars... Oh, yeah. Me and Pearl might have pranked Scar. Anyway, the view from Scars as he's flying across gets a lot better if I adjust some of the terrain. But now we've got to worry about this, which I stripped all of the dirt off to get it to exposed stone so that I'd be forced to do something with it. And the first thing I've kind of done is worked out a path here, which is sorely needed in order to get up to the main entrance of the fortress here. I wasn't gonna do this in my original thought process, but I do think it needs it. And plus, the presence of a path gives me sort of a little bit of structure to work with while I'm building out some of these rocks around here. We can sort of explain some of the curves in the paths by shaping out the cliff in different ways. That already looks way better. Dudes, I'm trying to do terrain, not destroy it. Jeez. Okay, that is starting to really come together. You can really see the path up, which is great. I think we're gonna need to do something with the sniffers next, but before that, look who's online. Yep, it's my neighbor. And now you may have noticed if you visited the comments of my last episode that I have been tagged.
I've got your tag for you.
Oh.
Hold on, let me do the thing. How do I do the thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my gosh.
What does he remind you of?
It's got eyeballs.
Yeah, it's like a little cheat. Yeah, see, look now that it like faces the person.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a bit more obvious.
It's way more obvious than what you did to me, you cheater.
Just a little boop.
It's so
Little
cute.
cheeky fella.
It does remind me of something.
Hey, come on. You can do it. You can figure it out.
The guy with the green shirt and the crayon. It reminds me of one of those guys.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I forget what his name is. What's his name?
Green shirt and the crayon. Well, no, that's not it.
Oh.
That's not it.
Wait,
I
what was
can't.
it then?
That's the way off.
Well, that's what it reminds me of.
Way off. Come on. It's even like the same shape. The eyeballs.
Yeah,
Come on.
it is. I don't know. It is
In Microsoft Word. Come on.
Microsoft Word.
Yeah.
Nah, you've lost me.
I'm so old.
You're only a couple years older than me.
Maybe I'm just the right age. Too late to explore the world. Too early to explore the galaxy. Just right to be friends with Clippy on Word.
Oh my gosh. Well, he's
you know who
cute,
Clippy is?
but I don't think I know who that is. I'll look it up for you.
I can't believe this.
I've got tagged and a therapy session all at once. Clippy, Microsoft. Images. Oh, yeah, that's not what I was thinking of. I have to find the thing I was thinking of now. Yeah, it's a paperclip.
I can't believe you don't know Clippy. I think.
Why would I know that? When did that exist?
What if you've ever used Microsoft Word?
Microsoft introduced an Office 97?
See you later.
Well, yeah, we've been tagged.
I was alive in 97, but I would have been 1.
Right, well, that means we've got a side mission today, and that is tagging somebody, which should be pretty easy since we're among the first to be tagged, along with Pearl. The prospect of getting to tag someone is extremely exciting, so I'm keeping it in my inventory just in case somebody comes by to visit. But in the meantime, it's just Joe and Pearl online. Pearl's already tagged, and Joe's busy a few thousand blocks away, so I'm gonna leave it for now and get back to the terrain. A fun fact about this episode is that it's episode 35. Last season, I did 35 episodes. That's how many I did in a 2-year season. I did 35. This season hasn't been 2 years yet, and I've already gotten to that number, and we're looking like we're going to beat it. Which is a little strange to think about because my base is definitely smaller than last season, but I've learned a lot from it, especially with what we're doing today in the terrain department. I'm just generally feeling a lot more comfortable with terrain lately. I feel like I've learned a ton. And we're gonna continue putting this knowledge to use today, building up a bunch more cliffs kind of along here, and getting ready to put in both a path along here and also a place for the sniffers. It's a little bit tricky to explain what I'm doing here, but basically anywhere where I see this like a lot of steps up, like here, it's about 5 blocks up. I'm gonna just turn that into a cliff instead because it'll be a little bit more interesting. And then we'll have a path kind of wind up across this cliff, and we'll have 2 flat areas, one up here and one down there that we can use for some activities. In order to pull this off, I'm gonna need to start actually mapping out the path, and although I don't want it to be path blocks in its entirety, using path blocks to start the plan is a good idea. So if we just wrap these along here, and then down here, in theory, that should be a nice curved path. Yeah, I can see it. I can't believe I procrastinated this for so long. The terrain is looking so much better. Now, obviously, I have to texture it, bringing all of the colors up into these other walls, and we also need to make the path official. But before we get to that, while I'm on a roll with the shaping, I kind of want to continue on. And there's another area right over here next to Tango that I'd said I would get to eventually. And I think today might be the day. We need to make our terrain style match with Tango. So I'm basically gonna bring this over here in kind of the lower part and see if I can't kind of match things up. Maybe even over here a little bit. We gotta kind of connect this whole Hermitcraft server together, don't we? Pearl's actually doing the same right now, working on a ton of terrain over here, as you can see. So I'm gonna kind of match her energy as best I can in this area. That way, the whole area here can kind of flow together cohesively. I'm nowhere near as talented as Pearl with terrain, but I'll see what I could do. I'm actually super happy with how this terrain came out. I adjusted and added a bunch of cliffs and stuff, and then I started worrying about the waterfall here, kind of changing the flow. And things are going really well. It'd be a shame if I got distracted, right? Where am I going? Right, we're working on a tree now. Okay, in my defense, the terrain's looking great, and you get tired of doing terrain after a little while. So I decided to change my attention over here on the trees. This tree is beautiful, but it takes several hours to make one of those if you include the material gathering. So I've decided to work on like a baby version of that tree to kind of fill in the middle layer of the foliage here. I should be able to make a bunch of these and put them all around here, and then we'll properly have a forest, which is something we are desperately missing. As for terrain, you can see Pearl's here, and then mine over here. So I think I need to include some deep slate to match with Pearl's, just in the bottom at the start here, and then slowly fade out the deep slate as we get into my terrain. And then I also need to bring in some cobblestone from Tango's terrain down, and then I think we'll have a really good blend here, and I'll be able to start on the foliage. I'm really happy with this, but I'm not a terrain expert, so how about we see what Pearl thinks? I'm just gonna let myself in and wait on her couch. She won't mind, surely.
You've invited yourself in my house.
Yeah,
That's not door knocking.
I invited myself over for a coffee because you took a long time.
Oh, sorry. I had to fix Ren's noodles. He was complaining about his eggs, and then he's got rats in the system, so that's his own fault.
Horrible. Rats?
Yeah. Well, I hope your coffee was good. Did I serve it well?
Well, I served it. You have none left, by the way. I drank it all. I
Oh,
need
okay.
your opinion.
Okay. What on?
I've been working on terrain, and I want a Pearl review.
Ooh. Okay, let's go. Show me. I follow.
It's connected to your terrain, because it's just right here.
Oh, I love it. Immediately straight away.
So I want to connect it over to what you've done in front of... Like, there's one spot left by the well between us.
Yeah, no, keep it going. That's gonna be amazing. I love to see people connecting the bases up. Because you got Tango's waterfall also merging with that too.
Yeah, I changed his waterfall a little bit. There's a lot going on down here.
There is a lot happening. Oh, did you split it up? Was
Yeah,
it originally one source?
It was originally one, like, coming through here, and I split it. Because it was a lot. It was kind of bigger than the river it was flowing into.
Ooh, I like your acacia logs. That's a nice darker texture
Do you
without
see
being as harsh
the
as,
pale
like,
logs,
thing.
Pearl? Look at the pale logs.
Ooh,
Up there.
Yeah.
I'm
That's a
just
good
trying them,
gradient.
but they kind of... I don't know if we need the pale logs and acacia, but I like the pale logs. I think with deep slate, maybe.
I mean, if you like it, go for it, right? I think it adds a different texture that we haven't really tried before with the gradient stuff.
I may be distracted from my original mission, but I'm still sort of on task here. And right now I've decided the task is fully connecting my base up to Pearl's. She's got her path ending just right here, so I'm literally just gonna come along and fix some of this terrain and put in a path of my own. Terraforming in the rain. Honestly, it's weirdly relaxing. I have terraformed so much today. Please be proud of me. Please. Oh my gosh. Okay, so path here looks great, right? Little tiny tree over there. Also, all of this terrain literally connecting to Pearl, who did this. This is mine that I did, fixing up this whole cliffside here. And just for a cherry on top sort of situation, a mangrove tree, which I think sits absolutely beautifully up there. Oop, sorry. Yep, this has been a lot of terraforming. Now we have to move on to perhaps a bigger issue. There's still a tag in my inventory, and my current predicament is that it looks exceedingly obvious with the Google eyes, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to pass this off to somebody. Well, in the meantime, while I'm thinking of somebody to tag, the Sniffers need a home, and this path along here could be totally revamped like the one that I just did over there. Path. Now, Sniffers, they need a much better garden, and they actually fit in pretty well around here, so I'm just gonna actually leave them here, but give them a much bigger pen. And we need another building up in this direction anyway, because it was looking pretty empty. So we'll do a nice Sniffer sanctuary just right here. I'm starting off here with a basic little roof outline just to see how a structure here actually looks. If we just fly out here, ooh, do you know what? Actually, that's gonna be totally fine, I think. It's just a little something. Basically, for whoever works here with these Sniffers would probably need a place to stay, so this kind of functions as the keeper's cottage, I suppose. Oh, these guys are so cute. Oh. I feel like we've been playing with them for not all that long, these Sniffers. The updates come out so frequently now, it's easy to forget just how awesome they are. I really like them. There's a nose investigating my building. Is it all up to code? All right, progress. I think it's cute as a little keeper's hut. I almost want to do another little section. It's a tiny bit narrow, isn't it? Because it's only 3 wide, but it's 7 long. So I may just go ahead and add a little section out here to kind of help with that. That's a bit better, I think. Looks a lot more cottage-like too now. So all I gotta worry about at this point is the actual actual enclosure for the sniffers. And I'm gonna kind of mark this out with a bunch of spruce and then just fence it in and have kind of some decorations on the inside probably. Sniffers, welcome to your new enclosure. Hopefully you like it and don't escape. We have made huge improvements to this area so far today. This is way better. They're just such small, tiny little changes that when compounded make a big difference to the base. Now, obviously, we still need to decorate around the sniffer enclosure, but first, how about we attempt a tag? All right, False is online, so is Cub, and Ren is AFK. Here's the thing, I've got the tag, and I think what I'm gonna do is just kind of sneak around and see what they're doing. I don't have a plan, okay? I don't have a plan. I'm just gonna go to their bases, see what exactly they're doing, and just find an opportunity if there is one to find. False is over there, very clearly working on some terrain. Oh man, okay. Well, if False is time-lapsing, then I could get in the background of a time-lapse. However, I don't really have any potions of invisibility or anything, so that might be really hard. I wonder if I can get up on this bridge, maybe. Oh, but I might be very obvious up there. Okay, I'm right above the terrain. So in theory, if I hold this up here, maybe her time-lapse, if she's doing one, will catch me on the edge of the cliff? I don't know, dude. It's worth a shot, isn't it? I just blend in up here, me and my pink wings. She'll never notice. Oh, she's running over there now. Hold on, let me try another angle. Gosh, this is gonna be really awkward if she's not actually time-lapsing right now. Okay, now that I'm up here, I do just feel creepy directly above her.
You don't happen to have a tag, do you?
A tag? Well,
A tag?
oh no, not me.
No, you would never, right?
No. Well, that was a fail. Dude, Cub's base is absolutely insane. He's got creakings in his wall. Okay, if the tag on False doesn't work out, I might have just got Cub by flying through the background of his stream VOD. Okay, I've realized Cub doesn't actually upload his VOD, so I don't think I can tag him through a stream. Now, Tango, on the other hand, allow me to just fly across this entrance. There's a small chance that I made it in the video there.
The first and the last. Yeah. Whoop. Person went by.
I checked the clip. I don't think that's going to be a valid tag either. Oh my gosh, I'm having the worst luck today. Luckily for me, though, I think Tango's on his way here to deliver me a hat. Now, unfortunately, he's streaming, and chat almost always snitches. But I'm going to try anyway, because what's the best I got? I'm going to try to just be holding it as he approaches, and that way maybe it'll be sort of subtle. Oh, would you look at that? It seems like Scar is finally working on my aquarium. Thanks, Scar.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, what's up?
I got stuff for you.
Wow. That's,
There you go, miss.
Wow.
No, it's gigantic. Oh.
That's the best a hat has ever looked, for sure, right there.
I know. Go ahead, put it on.
Why is it
Fantastic.
you mock me with the balls?
I don't mock you. What the what? No.
You ran out of balls. I don't have the pumpkin texture pack on, so that's not staying on my head, but I love it.
That's unfortunate.
I love
That's
it and
unfortunate.
appreciate it, and I'm going to put it on a shelf somewhere.
Okay. Oh, it's a display model. I like it then. Very good.
Yeah. Because
I
as fashionable as this is, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on over there? Is that what Scar just delivered?
Wait, what does Scar deliver?
Isn't Scar delivering Guardians right now?
Oh, yeah, but that one's mine.
Oh.
Obviously, the sea monster captured that. It was trapped in my crab pots, Tango.
That's actually really cool. I
Obviously.
like that. Yeah.
Did you
That's
see the
kinda
terrain
fun.
I did by you? I've been working on that all week. It's been horrible.
Well, gee, it's horrible. I can't wait. Show me.
Well, the terrain's not horrible. The working on it was.
The work. Well, yeah, terrainification
Yeah,
is always horrible.
dude, your front yard, the cave,
Whoa.
come here. Look at this. Do you
That
remember
got-
what
that
this looked
got
like?
Angry all of a sudden. What?
Do you remember what this looked like? You know who's
Oh,
gonna
this
be
is
angry?
nice.
Etho, if he's watching this.
Why?
Because this was a cave. And I think it still is somewhere.
I like it. You
Somewhere under
closed it
here, there's a
in.
cave.
You closed it in. This is good. Yeah, that needed closing in.
Yeah. This is your front
Okay.
yard. So me and Pearl have connected together now.
I love it. I
And
love it.
all of the terrain is terrainified. And the waterfall is split now. I'm sorry, I split your waterfall.
Wait, what? Oh, this is beautiful.
It's two waterfalls now.
You did amazing. Yeah, this is great. I love it.
Everyone, I think I just tagged Tango. Okay, I may have failed on false, but if he leaves that in his VOD, which I'm sure he will, because he basically never cuts his VODs, then surely Tango is tagged. Oh, this is a great day. Now that we got that over with, let's display this hat somewhere because I don't have the pumpkin texture pack, so it's a little bit inconvenient to wear, but I do think it should be displayed. Honestly, this house in particular was actually the trader's house, so he had a bunch of stuff up here, and I think what I could do is just literally display the hat up here. That's really cute. And it fits in. This is the house that I kind of live in all the time. Hey, look. It's my delivery system.
Oh, hello, Jeb.
Hey.
Everything is going really well.
Yeah?
Just tremendous, actually. These are their first delivery.
Oh, fantastic. I'm so excited to have them in the tank all the way up there.
Oh, yes, it's a long ways up. Why the heck is the tank so high? It's so high up there. Oh, my God.
It's good for them, fighting gravity and stuff.
Jeb, did you want fish for your for it? Or did you just want the Guardians in the
Well,
tank?
I think Guardians kill fish.
I've done the science and discovery. Very science and discovery day. They leave fish alone, apparently, which I didn't know.
Oh, you're hard to keep track of when you're invisible. You know that?
I'm invisible? Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry. I completely forgot. But you see you see Loot right there.
Oh.
He's chilling with the other fellas, but stay there. I was doing science and discovery.
Okay. This zoo is so cool.
Okay, I've got cod. I'm gonna put it in here and see if it tries to go after them.
Sure.
I swear I've seen them attack fish, but did they not do it anymore? Or
They
what am I
definitely attack
missing?
squids, but
That's so weird to me. I thought they attacked fish.
why did we both think that?
I feel like they used to.
Well, it appears I can have fish, Scar.
You can. Science and discovery wins out again.
Since Scar is being absolutely amazing and delivering me some guardians, I'm gonna go ahead and repay him with some sniffers. I suspect it's an animal he may need for the zoo, and they're pretty easy for me to get at this point. So we can just breed them with the seeds, like so, and like so, and then we get an egg. And also, while I'm in here, I think we should probably decorate their area a little bit. I just think having a little bit of variety in the color of the terrain in here would do wonders for the look of this animal pen. Sniffers? There's an awful lot of noses in here. Sniffers also really like moss. I'm gonna add a few patches of it around the place. I do also want to have leaves around, but it's really tricky to have a bunch of leaves in and then not make it so the sniffers can just escape. They're little escape artists. Or well, I guess they're big escape artists. Yep, this has been a massive upgrade to the entire area.
Don't go over the edge. No, not the edge. Get the boat. No. Here, boat. Yes. Okay.
There's shenanigans on my roof.
Oh my God. Hello, Gem. You scared me.
Hey, you
Oh my
did
God.
it!
Oh, I'm so happy. Oh,
Come
I'm
on
so
in,
happy.
look at them.
Dude, they look amazing in there.
They're gonna look great once I get all their wires and stuff all hooked up. It's gonna be so good. I gotta put a roof on it for them though, so they don't fly
What
out.
kind of wires?
I don't know. I was thinking about pumping the water that they're in down into the tube with Jimmy and Martin, and then, you know, there could be some lore there.
true. I thought you were like setting up some kind of shocker or something like to shock them.
No, they're shocking enough just having them.
It's true.
Do you want payment?
I love payment. I
You've
love
completed
payment.
your zoo delivery. You did it.
And I can throw in some fish. If you want some tropical fish, I can throw them in.
Sure, I would love
Free of
tropical
charge.
fish. That would be a bonus. You said
Yeah.
32 diamonds?
Sure. I remember that number exactly. Yes. Perfect. Yes.
Do you feel like what you just went through this stream is worth 32 diamonds?
You know, I'm gonna say yes on that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna say that.
You can have them.
Yay! And I will throw in the tropical fish.
If you want, I've just started a sniffer breeding program down below. So I could throw in some eggs.
Yes, I will. How many eggs do you have?
2.
I will
Those
buy
eggs?
those off of you.
Oh.
I will buy
For-
those eggs
for
off you.
diamonds.
I need those eggs.
Well, this is nice. There's no permits anymore. I don't have to worry about going to jail for this. Okay, here you go.
And if you have any more, I need like 2 more after that.
Oh, sure. Let's go down to the sniffers. They could probably breed now. Come on in.
Okay, I guess I'm confused by sniffers. So if you use that, they don't just make a little sniffer?
No. They make an egg. They are not mammals. Come to think
okay.
of it,
This is
I don't know
another
what they
mob.
are.
This is another mob that I just haven't really interacted with.
They make a baby. They have an egg that they lay. Come here. Make a baby, please. Did you make your
I
baby?
did not know that they laid eggs.
There
I
we
felt
go.
like the eggs just came out of the archaeology
Here
stuff.
you go. And now you can lay that on some moss, I think, to make it go faster. So, a sniffer sale has been completed. And we finally have guardians up in our tank. I'm so excited about that. This base is really coming along. Thank you all so much for watching this episode. Don't forget to check out Tango's VOD to see if he uploaded it. Hopefully he did, and he left my tag in. That'd be so funny to get him on stream without chat snitching. Huh, that's a hard task. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye, everyone.